Hey guys, it's Michelle and Missy with Real Talk Savannah. Today we have Erica from Connect Savannah. She's their events planner.
Events manager.
Manager. Today we're going to talk about the best of. So how long have you been with Connect?
I've been there 5 years.
It's a long time.
So can you give us some backstory of when Best of Savannah started? Because I think it's kind of a staple for some, or like a credential in town that some people take very seriously.
It was like 21 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been going on for a long time. About 5 years ago, there was anywhere from like 300 to 400 people that attend the Best of party, and now it's around 1,200 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely circulates around town. And I think Connect Savannah does a good job noting events coming up, or it's a really great resource for that.
Absolutely.
So something we want to talk about is, firstly, there is more than one Best of Savannah, but you guys have been around the longest.
I'm really not sure about who started it first.
Right.
I just know like ours started with more of like the arts and entertainment culture.
Okay.
And then it has grew into other categories like best doctor, best physician, dentist, things like that.
Yes.
So it grows every year.
So people do sometimes get it confused with the Savannah magazine, but I think it's good. I mean, I kind of take turns with some of my competitors with my business, and I think that's fair. I think we all deserve to have the spotlight. So I kind of like that there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's also an honor just to be nominated because there are
Absolutely.
so many different businesses and so many different categories. Like I went through the
Gosh.
nominations and it was like almost an hour-long ordeal.
I know
like,
it
sitting
takes
going
forever
through.
to like sit down and actually vote for all the categories.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I'll say one good thing about it. The first year I won beat Tan won, took COVID, which was a rough year.
Oh yeah.
So I got the call or I got the email, and it made me feel so special that I was nominated and that many people voted when everyone was taking more time because that year was in the thick of it. So to get that email during such a weird year, scary year when, I had to shut down the business for a couple of months, that was pretty cool. So that was the first time that I got the votes. It was surprising. It came out of nowhere. So I don't know, there's my best of story.
Yeah.
That was a really good email to get. I was so excited, with everything going on in the world. So that was the year that I won. That was my favorite.
That's awesome. I mean, we have around 90,000 people of
Mhm.
nominations every single year. So,
Wow.
and always in the voting rounds, we get more than that. So it's just great that many people take the time to go out of their way to vote for
Support
people.
small businesses.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
So you were saying that you have 90,000 people be nominated.
So it's the nomination. So it could be like one person more than, like somebody could get like
Right.
40
Oh,
votes or something
That's
like
crazy
that.
that many people.
Yeah.
So what's the process like of like combing through that? Because we were saying off camera, there's a lot of like random entries sometimes. So
Yeah.
like, do you have to sit and comb through it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah.
a job.
How long
It's
does
a
that
job.
take
Like
you?
literally, I take a week and I just like sit in my couch in my pajamas and sit there and like scan through stuff.
Yeah. So
Wow.
with this year, I feel like there are so many different categories, but are there any that are like worth noting or talking about?
Oh my gosh, there's
Sorry to
so
put you on the
many. No,
spot.
there's so many. Like, I always find it interesting for the medical, especially like dentist and things like that, or like microblading and just things that like
the med
girls want
spa
to do,
stuff.
like best
Mhm.
spa stuff. Because I'm like, oh, I haven't heard about that place, and I'll instantly like Google it and like check it out and stuff like that. Like I love that kind of stuff. And then also like best tattoo shop, like that
Mhm.
is one of the most popular ones, and best
Mhm.
tattoo artists, like those folks really take the time to like vote and get in there and like support one another.
I bet there's a lot of customer loyalty with that too.
Oh, I'm
obviously.
sure. Yeah.
Very intimate thing. I was very surprised that there was like best citizen or like outstanding citizen and like best bartender. I actually think that's a category I'm really excited to hear this year. I've seen some of my friends who work downtown in the mix. So
Oh, very cool.
yeah, and some of them didn't know. Like when I was going through the noms, I was
Mhm.
like messaging them saying, "Did you know you're nominated for best
Aw.
bartender?" So like we were discussing too, some people take this nomination and choose to promote themselves on social media. So if y'all are watching and didn't go through the first round of nominations, keep an eye out for people promoting themselves
Mhm.
because I think that does go a long way. And then there are people who have been in it for a long time and just think their work speaks for itself.
For sure.
So it's
And
a
there
nice
are
mix.
different ways. Like we put the logo on the website where you can go and like download the logo, and you can put like your face and like
Oh, cool.
everything
Oh,
to
that's
like
neat.
promote yourself with it. So
Yeah, well, I think either way, it's a great competition. Obviously, we're kind of community over competition,
Yeah.
at least with Beat Tan and Real Talk. But
Yeah, I don't mind sharing the space.
yeah, well, it's
We're all working hard, and there's enough to go around.
I think it's great you're offering like a opportunity and a platform for
Mhm.
people to shine and be noticed, because there's a lot of new businesses that I noticed in the lineup too, and
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's
they could
awesome.
use that boost and recognition from the
for
city.
sure, like one of them, like the best new building in town, like that one is always really popular every
Mhm.
single year because like you're starting out from
Yeah,
scratch, so it's like a great
And I
way
think
to.
too, the event, like, you either work hard to get the votes, or like she said, you're established, so the votes come in because you're more established and the people want to vote for you because you have loyal clientele. But I think what was really cool the couple of years that I won, I keep saying I, but I mean beat him, was the new people I met at the event at the party. So the party is great networking. It's a lot of fun. So I think it kind of brings us all together, whether we're doctors or all business owners or voted best
like-
citizen. Like it's very cool to get that room of people who are just excited that the community thinks that highly of them to nominate them and to vote for them, and coming together in a room. And then you'll see some people who were nominees that didn't actually win that still come to support the winners.
Yeah,
So
I think
thought
that's
that
the
was
best
special.
part. Yeah, especially, and a lot of times, like if they didn't win, they'll come to the party and they'll hand out little cards and be like, "Don't forget me next year," which is great marketing.
I think that's great marketing.
And I love the people that like bring their employees, like the collective, for example. Like every year, like when they win, they bring all of the girls that work there. So I think that's really cool. I know Michelle at 40 Volume, she does the same thing. She'll bring like all of her employees, and I think it's really cool that she shares that with them.
Yeah, that's what we had a big tan table. One year the party fell when I couldn't be there, so I sent my team. I was out of the country, so my team had to go on BTN's behalf and represent. So I got them like the table. So I love that you guys had that option to have the where you can have your own table. I upgraded, I guess, my ticket or something. Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah. So what are the options? So when is the ceremony, or not ceremony, but the party?
So the party is on May 21st. It's on a Thursday. It's from 6 to 9 at Kehoe Ironworks. And there's a couple different options. Like you can do like a VIP table that gets you like 8 seats for your staff, and it also gets you an exclusive bar this year.
Oh, cool.
Before it has always been like just a community bar. We started last year with 2 bars. Still not enough. So we went to 3 bars.
Good old Savannah.
Yeah. So show up for a party.
A lot of service industry people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So now the VIP tables will actually have their own bar.
Awesome.
And like if you just bought a regular ticket, you'll have the community bar. 2 of them, one outside and one inside.
Well, that's really exciting. So can you remind us, voting has started this week, correct? So we're in the first week of February?
Yes, it started February the 4th, and it'll go until March 4th.
March 4th. Okay, so Real Talk fam, you have until March 4th to do your diligence and start voting. But if there's people in the community that you can help promote and highlight, we suggest it. I think Michelle and I have talked about, too, one of our favorite parts about living in Savannah is that it's really become community over competition, that a lot of business owners who are in the same industry can like sit at the end of the day and have a drink and talk about how business is and how hard it is. And in other cities, there's just so much competitiveness that people are cutthroat and really kind of like miss the point of all this. So I really like the spirit of what you're bringing, because it brings our community together and just spotlights people who really stand out.
And has been for 20 years. Like
that's amazing.
I have one question before we wrap up though. What outside of the best of, which I think is the most popular thing that you guys do on a yearly, what can you tell us about what Connect does?
Yeah, like what else are y'all doing?
So basically just community events. We started, we was the arts and entertainment publication, just with the print industry, the way it's been going, like people don't read it as much and things like that.
Right.
COVID really killed a lot of the print industry, which was really tough for a lot of people because the print and inks kept going up And,
Yeah,
you know,
But
like
less
it's
people
just,
were purchasing.
exactly, because they couldn't afford to, because they
Yeah.
were just struggling to stay afloat. So we started doing community events. So we like do a fall festival for kids, Christmas festival. We do 5 and 10K runs. We did a food festival this year, which was like my favorite because I learned so much about the city.
Was that at Eastern Wharf?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a smash hit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
over at Riverworks, so we were all
Oh,
very
cool.
excited to have a
Very
food
cool.
fest in our backyard. So
It was so much fun. It was a lot of learning. But you mentioned Jay a while ago.
yeah, Jay
like,
Tricka.
He had all of his restaurants in it. They were phenomenal to work with. Gave us so many
Yes.
pointers and tips and things.
And
of
to
that
clarify,
nature.
he has Tap House and Pritchard and Co. right
Yeah.
now. So, which is having 2 businesses on Broughton Street must be a
Right.
lot.
Oh,
so,
yeah, for
Jay
sure.
Tricka, you're doing a great job. Are there any other events that are coming up this spring that you may want to discuss?
Yeah, so one of my favorite events is a 5 and 10K. It's for Low Country Down Syndrome. That's on March the 21st. And the kids come out and they actually give socks, like the different socks, to all of the runners and participants. And
That's
it's just like
sweet.
a warm, fuzzy, like it's
Aw.
a great event. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's great. And being able to work with like a nonprofit that's helping our community. Michelle and I just came off going to the ESP Savannah show this past
cool.
weekend.
That's our vision. Our hearts were so full after.
I know, we were
that-
like
that we're like
crying.
we were like, that's the vision that we have for Real Talk. We want to be a resource for everyone. We have a singles episode we're re-recording tomorrow because we were women on wine and talked.
Yeah, it turned
we
into
talked
quite a
entirely
gab.
too much. We talked
Yeah.
entirely too
But
much on
I
that
think,
episode. But we that feel good route is where we want to do something more community. We want to make sure we stay in that lane and do something similar. So we should definitely keep
we'd
up with
love
the
to
events and promote them.
Yeah,
So
for
whatever we
sure.
can do to help you guys promote any event like that. So I love that that's your favorite. So that's
Oh,
right
yeah.
up our alley.
Yes.
I absolutely we do that, and then we do a run for Make a Wish, and it's like, all of the money stays locally for that.
Mhm.
So like at the end of the year, they tell you which kids they helped and stuff like that. And last year, the one little girl, all she wanted was like a pink bedroom,
Oh,
and
Aw.
it was
relate.
just like I cried for 2 days.
Yeah.
Most kids will say like Disney World or something like that, and she just didn't feel well, and she just wanted a pretty pink space. So
Aw.
well, that's amazing. And it's really cool to know that our city is finding different ways to help families in need and to support our community. So I know a mission for us is we want to be community connectors. So we'd love to have
Yes.
you back on anytime there's something
Yes.
going on.
Sounds
Promote
great.
the events. I love that too.
Yes. So once again, Real Talk Savannah viewers, you have until March 4th to put your votes in for Best of Savannah.
Vote.
And then remind me again when the party is later in May.
May 21st.
May 21st.
And vote us for your favorite podcast.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we are nominated.
Yeah.
I don't know if we made the full nom, but we were in the mix. So vote for us.
Vote for Real Talk.
All your dreams will come true.
Yes.
Yes. Great. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share, or a way we can follow you or Savannah Connect?
Just connectsavannah.com. We always have on our homepage like all of the events. You just scroll through and it'll tell you what's going on.
Fabulous. Great. Well, thanks for
Thank
taking
you
time
so
to meet
much.
with
Thank you
us.
so much.
All right. Well, we'll probably have you on towards the end of the competition.
All right.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right, guys.
Bye.
See you later.